Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
No lie, this is the best dispensary in Oakland. They have a wide range of flower and eighth starting as low as $15.
Have a Heart is the premier recreational cannabis dispensary in Oakland. They carry only the best California-produced flower, cartridges, pre-rolls, and more. If you need help ordering, their dispensary staff is extensively trained to answer any and all questions you may have and help you find the best weed products specifically for you. They have great in-store options as well as in-store pickup where you order online and skip the line. They deliver cannabis to Oakland, Emeryville, Berkeley, San Leandro, and Alameda. They're located at 709 Broadway in Oakland, 94607. Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Great shop, great selection, great price, great people, great vibes. Oh.
Yo, what's up? I just sent you the link.
Okay, then cool. Shoot, man. My phone is acting so fucking stupid right now. It's driving me nuts. So, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, once again, I want to apologize, man. I got stuck over there. Plus, I couldn't charge my phone and stuff. So, but we working it out.
Gotcha.
We working it out. And how have your week been, man? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I want this to go just perfect. So, man, so what's been going on, my brother?
Nothing much, man. Just work. You know how it is.
Yeah, same here, man. Just so much stuff happening. All it wants for me is this whirlwind, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Right. And condolences.
Thank you, my brother, and thank y'all for understanding.
Yeah.
You know, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get these particulars out the way before this lovely lady come in. We can start chopping it up a little bit and kind of give a little intro what's about to happen in this episode today, in this special smoke episode. So with that being said, hello everybody and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you gotta do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get yourself a profile today. I am your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. That's right. Find me, all my links with one link in one place at allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let me tell you about three wonderful hosts that we have. The first one being the Facebook, the LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, one of the hottest magazines on the web today. I'm talking about Eroticism Magazine. So go to eroticismmagazine.com, get a monthly subscription, get it either paperback mailed to you or get it digital. Either way, just get it. And last but not least, but black owned, I'm talking about excitebunny.com. For you consumers, a new place for you to consume XXX content. And for you content creators, 90% profit you get to take home. And they even help you and offer healthcare. And did I forget to mention that it's black owned? So whether you're a consumer or whether you're a content creator, go to excitebunny.com and get a profile. Also, I'm a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Also, while you're at shopgwdistrict.com, get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 retailers, boutiques, and shops, and they're black owned. So go to shopgwdistrict.com. And Also, you can hear me on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGPLLC app. You can get that on your phone, or you can go to BGPLLC.com and listen
Did you get the link?
on your desktop. So,
Yeah.
So with that being said,
Yes.
we're doing things a little different today because I have the pleasure of having a smoke buddy of mine by the name of Mr. HekTek of HekTek Desires here. And I'm going to let him say who's supposed to be joining us today.
Oh yeah, the queen of queens, the queen of amateur porn, the queen of black excellence, the Miss GoGo Fukme.
First of all, I'm very offended that you said queen of amateur porn. She's actually a fucking legend.
That's what I'm telling
you. Ass. She's a fucking legend. There ain't nothing fucking amateur about her.
Listen, that's what she goes by. I'm telling you, she'll tell you herself.
What?
I'm offended if she say that. They ain't never amateur about you, sexy. I'm sorry. You are one of the most professional. You are legendary. Woman, I'm throwing you roses right now. What the hell? You was a dream shoot of mine. You are a lady who set the bar of what black porn supposed to be. So no, you're not amateur. Let's get that right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
yes, I can.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, that's why I said lady. See, I heard you.
I heard you.
No, but that's one of her staples that she likes to stand on. So
what was it say? What happened?
Oh, the queen of. He asked me to introduce you, so I said the queen of queens, the queen of amateur porn, the queen of black excellence. So that.
And I said I was offended that you be even considered amateur porn because boo, you're like the bar for when it comes to porn. You're a legend. Let's keep it 100. You're a legend. You have the work, you have the cachet, you have the track record. I mean, shit, you up there with Pinky. Let's keep it real.
Really?
I'm throwing you roses. Yes. What? When I've been in this business 15 years, you came in strong and you've been strong the whole time. What? Really?
Oh yeah, that's hard, man. I came in strong, and I'm still going like same. I'm going faster actually, and I'm like, how? What the hell?
Well, since we got you, introduce yourself. Tell the people who I'm talking to so they can understand.
It's Queen of Ebony Porn. Queen of Ebony Porn. GoGo Fukme XXX.
See, there you go, people. That's
it.
right. She's a fucking legend. So, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm great actually. So and I feel really good, but I smoked before I got on here, so I'm like, don't say nothing stupid. Please don't say nothing stupid.
Now, baby, this is called the Smokers Lounge. You supposed to smoke.
That's why I did it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's smoke up and hope I don't say nothing crazy. So.
Oh no, it's like this. Just let you know, it's uncensored. We keep it real. We don't pull punches. We don't sugarcoat nothing.
Okay.
My platform is for us. So trust me, if you ever hear my rant, you be like, damn boy, he's saying some shit there. So with that being said, Miss Lady, what has you been up to? What has Miss Fukme been up to?
So, well, we all should know by now, I did a great big merger, GoGo World Studios and HekTek Desires. So that happened last year. So we kind of combined forces and, putting out hopefully some award-winning content, movies, pro-am, borderline professional, stuff for GoGo World, our own company. And we can start there with it because that's huge, We're everywhere right now,
Yeah. So what made y'all decide to collabo? because I think from where I see y'all was somewhat working together to begin with. So what made y'all decide to go ahead and make it official? Let's go ahead and link up. Let's go ahead and get this.
You want to go tech with that one? Tech. Oh shit.
He now his audio went out.
You hear me?
Oh, he got you just.
Oh, we hear you now.
Okay, so I guess I gotta keep my app open.
Yeah.
So it really was, the stars had aligned for me and her to actually link up. A content creator hit me up months ago and said he was going to work with her, and he asked me to film it. And at the time, I was working 2 jobs, and I told him, "No, I couldn't do it." Well, everything opened up. The 2 jobs I couldn't work for weeks or whatever, and I asked him if the opportunity was still there. At the time, he was like, "No," but he was like, "Fuck it, he'll make a way." And so then I shot my ass down to Miami real quick, and we had this little nice penthouse. For the first, I tell everyone this though, for true, the first hour I ain't say shit to her.
For real, he was bringing in the equipment, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm GoGo." He's like, "What's up?" And he kept moving. You remember that in the living room?
Yeah.
You were putting shit down, and I'm like, "Okay, all right." So,
Right. I think the only thing I did ask her within that hour was like, what outfit and where we were gonna shoot at. I think those was like the only things I asked.
So when did we bonded though? When was it?
Because it was like, I guess later on after I set up in there, whatever, we were out on the balcony and you were out there smoking whatever, and we were just talking, talking about life, just talking in general. And I remember you turned to me and you looked at me, and mind you, this is before I recorded anything. This is before I shot not one picture yet. And she turns and she looks at me and she's like, "From now on, you're going to be my video."
Yo, but that's funny because that's the same exact moment that I clicked with him too. Like on the balcony, that same moment talking about, like that moment. You get what I'm saying? Like on the balcony, I was wearing the black outfit and you were shooting. I remember. See, that was the moment where I was like, "I got him. We're clicked in."
Yeah.
No, he doesn't hate me. I like because you was like, "What's up?" Okay, so you got some outfits. He said it like, "You got some outfits or something, like what you gonna wear?" I was like, "Okay, let me lay them out. Let me be official today." So
yeah. And I picked out, and it was like the first 2 outfits she picked out. It was like one was like a Jamaican one, and the other one was a black one. I was like, "Yeah, those 2." And then I walked off and went about my business.
Yep.
Like I didn't say shit else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, what people don't realize, it's nothing better than to have professionals around you.
Yeah.
And it's not just professional how they work, but also how they interact. Period. Because I always say this when it comes to us as men, whether it's we male talent or producers, is that thin line of being professional and thirsty.
Right. 100%.
And guys have to know how to tread that line and read the room, because dudes, we can talk ourselves out of money.
You can talk yourself out of pussy, everything.
Yeah. Because fellas, she if she want to fuck you, she already knows she want to fuck you. It's just us not to say anything stupid to fuck it up. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
It just means you already knew it in the first 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We knew.
Yeah. And we've been rocking ever since. Like heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. I saw at the I think y'all was at XBiz.
Oh my God, we killed it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I saw him dance. He was shaking on somebody's ass. He was back there just got them twerking. At the party. Look at Hank.
That's what I was saying, holding the camera. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Mind you, I was probably like a good 6 to 7 rum and cokes in.
Yeah.
Right?
Do not blame it on the rum and coke, bro. It was Miami. It do it to you. I'm telling you.
Facts.
Good. He was feeling good.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I remember my trips to Miami. Oh my God, I was feeling so good. I jumped in the pool fully clothed out this motherfucker. It was like that.
I wasn't
Booze and
doing no
women,
shit like
alcohol
that,
and
but I
weed
get
can do
you.
wonders.
Yeah.
Jenny was looking good too. So I don't really.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the girls showing a lot of skin or whatever, she didn't even do all that. She kind of rolled up looking kind of good too. So I couldn't blame that. I was like, okay.
Absolutely.
It was like a nice, sexy, conservative thing. And I'm into that. Like, I'm really into that. So I'm like, okay, I see
Right,
you.
because most time when people go to, like, porn conventions, they be like, how much less can I dress?
Right.
Yeah.
And she really didn't do that. She put on a nice little, and some.
Y'all fucking matched. They fucking came in with matching outfits and shit.
Oh damn. See that's why I got to get my ass to some of these damn conventions to have fun and stuff, because it seems like not only just networking, but it's like y'all really enjoy yourselves when y'all go there.
Yeah.
And stuff. And
well, that's a goal that I have for like me and Tech. So wherever it's always work vacay. So whenever Tech and I are working, we always like, I'm like, can we have our time and we separate ourselves from other people and we just do what we want to do and have a good time and relax, because that man, he deserves it, and I work all the time, so I deserve it too.
Yeah, she would literally clear out whatever area we are and be like, yo, this is me and Hex time, and everyone else vamoose and go their own way.
Mm-hmm.
So now with the combination of the business now and everything, and two heads making up one, of course, Heck know how I roll. He know how I roll when I do these. I always ask the good and hard questions. So I'm going to begin with this one. You a boss lady. Hands down. How long you been in the business, baby?
Almost 10 years. 9 years.
9 years. So I want to, first I'm going to ask this question, then we're going to go back to the beginning. You being a boss, different from being a talent.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you and Heck is combined, how does it change your view of how you pick the talents that you work with and what they bring to the table for you to give them the time of day to work for your company?
So the question is, how do I pick the talent that I use?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why I say I'm the queen of the amateurs. I like amateur talent. I like new guys. So that's always a plus. New guys, especially a new guy with a pretty solid following, doesn't in the 100,000s, but like 30,000, like that's solid to me for a guy. So, so a new guy with a solid, like he's consistent. He's putting out stuff for himself. He's working on branding himself, and I like when these motherfuckers look like they just came out of jail after 25 years. I like
she like a thug, goddammit.
Bro.
Tech.
Yeah, she'll tell you. I'll send her like a random dude to hit me up, and I'll be like, "Yep, here you go." But
see, it's also placed to the brand, because see, I think there's a lot of women don't understand when it comes to this business. You pick to your brand. You pick to what makes your brand work. You know what I'm saying? Period. And it's like you tatted. You with a thug dude. It makes sense. You feel me?
We do experiment here and there. We do try to, go out of the lines a little bit.
Numbers. I hit Tech with the numbers. Like, this scene didn't do too well, and this scene. Why does this scene do super well? And it doesn't even matter if the scene is garbage. That look of a guy and me, even if he didn't even perform well, it still sells crazy. And it's not that that's my personal preference in real life, but I think it's because I'm so animated on camera, they look animated just because of all the muscles and tattoos, right? That it's not even about them being brolic looking either. They just want another animated looking character on camera with me. So, because it translates very well, you know, like I look like a character and so does he, and we're just like my body is, I know what it is, tiny waist, big ass titties, big ass, my body is exaggerated, so they want a guy who's exaggerated. So I pick the numbers and I pick now. I used to be like, okay, I like your work, I like your look, blah blah, personally, and I would work with them, you know, or not. But now I think with GoGo World being redone and Tech and I together and just everything we're doing, you know, I'm starting to stick more to, like you said, on brand. Now, and that's what my fans like to see, you know?
It's interesting because I like something that you said. She said a lot without saying much. I like that.
Yeah.
She said a lot. Let me say it again. She said a lot without saying much. Now, let's unpack numbers. Why don't girls spend more time looking at the numbers? Because I notice girls don't pay attention to numbers.
Right.
You said
they pay attention to looks.
Bingo. Yeah. So why don't females pay more attention to numbers, and should they?
Absolutely, but I think the number one problem is they don't understand what they mean. You know, because think about it. My degree, first of all, I went to Temple University. I went to a magnificent university in Philadelphia, and my degree is in accounting and finance. So I'm always thinking of the numbers first. But, you know, in this community that we love so much, you know, we have to admit that a lot of these women came from survival sex work. So even if they're not the money they should on the internet, they're still appreciative for it because they're safer and they're more comfortable and they're taking charge of their life. And I'm proud of that. And I wish that they would, you know, give me or somebody else the opportunity to teach them the analytics and the numbers, you know, but they don't look at them because they don't really understand what it all means and how it can help them.
Like I said, she said a lot without saying much. That's what I'm talking about. See, I knew you were going to. See, that's why I always wanted to shoot with you and work with you and talk to you, because I could just tell by the way you move, you a different breed. So with that being said, let's go back. What got GoGo into this business?
Oh, shit. So what got me into porn? I don't want to get too specific. I told this story before, but it's like, okay, what got me into porn? Voyeurism. Long story short, I like to be watched. I was going to school and, you know, I was stripping. I was doing everything else, right? And it was brought up kind of like a challenge, we'll say. And I was like, yeah, you know, I didn't think that I would actually even get the opportunity to do, because, you know, back then you had to get the stuff, you know, you didn't start an OnlyFans, you didn't just start a talent agency. Back in the day, you had to kind of get discovered 10 years ago, you know? So, you know, me contacting West Coast Productions, did I actually think they would hit me up? Hell no. You know? So
with that being said, your first shoot, I want you to unpack that for us. You know, how you felt. Was you nervous? How did the male talent, the producers, directors treat you on set? What's some of the things they do to help you calm down, relax, get your mind right for the scene or what have you? You know, paint the picture for us.
Oh, shit. Terry Burton. That name alone is going to be like, oh, shit. So, yeah, there's a lot with Terry Burton. It was glamorous and truly amazing experience that I look back on and I'm really grateful I had. But it was also like ghetto than a motherfucker, yo. It was like shady shit too. Like it was like, you know, like how everything's really like conscious and consent wise right now. Like the beginning phases of that, but we still in the hood how it used to be. Like,
yeah, I know you're talking about.
All waking up, we wasn't all the way woke yet. So that's the era that I came in, and so it wasn't completely wild. Like, you know, it wasn't like drugs, sex, and alcohol. It wasn't like that at all. It was very much clean, right? But yeah, like the directors trying to hit, and you know, producers and the politicking and all that crap. Like that definitely was still pretty shady. But the first scene I did was West Coast Productions. There was only 4 people on set, including me and the male talent. It was Terry Burton and his assistant, some Asian dude, I forget his name now. But the guy was Nat Turner.
God dang it, one of my favorites. And I think I remember that scene too. I remember that scene.
Get this. So the beginning, when I'm doing the pictures and I'm doing the intro part, I was nervous as shit. Like I don't even think I was old enough to drink yet, but I was like, I gotta get a drink. Like, you know, I was nervous. But I thought, like, moments before it happened, I only knew of 4 porn stars by name. And not even because I watched their porn, because they talked about them on Def Comedy Jam, because they was, like, from New York or on some crazy shit. So, the only one I watched was Wesley Pipes. And I remember him because he talked a lot of shit, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And when I got the industry, I said I wanted to be the female Wesley Pipes. So I kind of achieved that one, right? So then fucking, but in my brain, I always wanted to like meet Nat Turner. So moments before it happened, I thought in my head, right? They're like, oh, the guys pulled up. We did the scene. And I'm like, wow, it'd be really crazy if my first scene was with Nat Turner. And here he fucking comes, like walking up the damn like driveway. And I'm like, oh my God, it's him. And I didn't fangirl out at all. Now I'm like Mike Tyson in the ring. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Like, you know, so I'm trying to keep it cool, real stoic, you know, like just, I channeled my inner Wesley Pipes, you know, and then I swear to God, I don't know how we started the scene, but I wasn't nervous at all. I just went in. I just went in and just got retarded. Like, that's it. And then it worked, you know. Terry was like, you've never done porn before? And I'm like, nah, you know. Nah.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't even sex. It was like wrestling, to be honest. It was like wrestling. He was like, look me in my eyes. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm looking you in your eyes. Like, it was like
see, it's when you have that chemistry, it's a dance. Because it's the chemistry between the female and the male talent. And if that chemistry is on point, the fans can feel it. They can feel the energy through the camera. They can feel the energy through the screen and the whole nine. You know, and it's good when you're able to click with that male talent. What's some of the things that Nat Turner did to kind of, he already had you, but what some of the things he did that kind of made you feel even more comfortable in
Nothing. As soon as I demolished Nat Turner, I thought nothing of that ever again. It wasn't chemistry of him. It was because I already had, you know, what's the saying? The best sex is the sex you never had.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I had already built him in my head. So I was already there. I saw what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. And then I just went and got it. But after that, like, it was like, there's no chemistry because, you know, of course they all try to like duck off with you. And I was like, after the scene, and I was like, I'm good. Like, I did it. I saw, I conquered, you know, thank you. Yeah. Goodbye, you know? So I'm like, who else you got for me?
So off of that first scene, because of course people must understand when we film, it's filmed with direction, it's filmed with purpose. It's
Right.
just we just ain't fucking. And of course, for that first scene, of course, you probably hadn't mastered angles and understood camera stuff and stuff like that. Speak to mastering that and learning your angles and learning how to work the camera and make love to the camera at the same time doing what you're doing with the talent.
Well, modeling did that for me. So I did a lot of fucking raggedy ass modeling. I did before GoGo, I did a lot of photo shoots because that was like the thing back then, right? So it was like I did like a lot of magazines were still hitting. It was around the time that Johnny Blaze was on the cover of Straight Stuntin'. So
Yeah.
it was back then when being on the cover of a magazine actually meant something. Like in the urban community, like in the Black community. You know, it was like, yo, you saw who's on the cover of, you know, Maxim or whatever. Like, so now people don't care. Like, there's no magazines no more. Like, no one gives a shit. Unless you're in prison, like, no one gives a shit. So it was back when, like, you know, you wanted to be someone, you did photo shoots. Like, you hired some janky-ass photographer, some weirdo with a camera, and if his pictures were, like, decent, like, you just... So I modeled all the time. Like, I was actually surviving off of, like, I'm in New York too, so everyone was a model, right? So I'm from Brooklyn, and you know, I was on like Model Mayhem, and I was just looking for gigs. I was making like $200, $300, $500 at a time, thinking I was a fucking model. You get what I'm saying? So I learned how to pay attention to where a camera is way before movies. So for me, it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything. It was just me modeling again. And when you have those janky photographers, what do they want you to do? They want you to, you know, make love to the camera, blow kisses at the camera, ooh and ah, act like you're in ecstasy, all that bullshit. So I already knew, like, you know, that shit was nothing. You know, the camera, it's easy. It's easy because I don't have to pretend that I'm in ecstasy because I'm fucking someone right now. So I should be in ecstasy.
True.
Yeah.
So now that, of course, during this time you was, of course, doing the paid gigs, when did it switch to you now saying it's time for Google World?
For Google World as a company?
Yes. Because I'm pretty sure, okay, one, I did follow your career. You were doing a lot of fucking paid gigs. You was getting work.
Yeah.
And every time I looked up, I was seeing you everywhere. I'm like, damn, she everywhere, you know, period. And then you started filming your own content, then it became company. So what made you switch? Because at that time frame, a lot of girls, let's keep it 100, a lot of girls use porn to boost other things. They wasn't thinking about content. They weren't thinking about sites. They wasn't thinking about building their own. So what made you switch to that mode? Because you came in around that time.
Like building my own website and my own company, like
yes,
that.
Ma'am.
What triggered it? I think that was when I realized that sex work was a key, right? Was money. I think I've always thought 10 years from now. So I didn't come in to porn to be famous, or I really didn't even come into it for my friends and family to find out who I am. So I literally went in it for cash money, just straight up money, right? And if I do this well, then I'll make more money. And then I'll be honest, years ago, I mean, it was a long time ago. Onyx in Philadelphia, when they first opened up, damn near 7, 8, 9 years ago. Before I was GoGo, so longer than that. So like 10 years ago or so, Cherokee and Pinky were at their peak, and they got booked to dance at the strip club I was working at. And this is before I did porn. And I saw how our community, they were like rappers. You know, like in the white clubs, it's not like that. But in the black clubs, they were like fucking rappers. And they were making $10,000 on stage, let alone whatever they were booking themselves for. And, you know, then Pinky started rapping. She had her own websites, and so did Pinky. And so when I started porn, that was always the goal. How could I make more money, right? How can I be, what makes them different? You know, am I going to be this girl that comes in, makes a few grand, and I did porn? Or am I going to do porn and get booked and be on the magazine and become a fucking rapper or whatever the fuck it is? You know, like that. It wasn't them doing porn that made me fall in love with them as women. It was like how they took porn and became and everything else. And all this money. That's what I wanted. So from the very beginning, it was gonna go this way. How am I gonna become this porn star, make a shit ton of money, and then become a fucking rapper or a fucking, and own a website, and then only, you know what, like Cherokee, only shoot people, and now I don't shoot, you know, like I just shoot them. Like it always was gonna go that way. That was the plan.
Yes. Now, I noticed, and I do pay attention, you also came in at the time with black porn, because you mentioned West Coast production. And of course, we got Black Ice, Black Market. I can go down the list. You came in a time where black porn was actually thumping. I've noticed that now you're working on bringing that kind of feel back. Speak to Black excellence and the Black New World Order, because I've been seeing that on your page.
So, Black New World Order actually doesn't have anything to do with content. So it's a club. It's two parts. So it's the actual membership club of BNWO, where we have doms and submissives. So we have dominatrixes. All the doms are Black. So all the men and women that are in the dominant positions in BNWO, they're all Black. Only other races, including Black, can join as a submissive, but this is the Black New World Order. So it's Black kings and queens in our world, right? And it's a fetish club in society. We have events, classes, retreats, all those things like a normal lifestyle club has, right? And there's the community BNWO, which is way bigger, older than me, right? I just happen to be the person to buy the name and buy the business and make it a business. But BNWO is already like a lifestyle. There are races out there that believe that Black people are superior, and they believe in paying reparations and financing them. And there are Black people that are, if you're going to be a dom, a dominatrix, a findom, a cash master, and you're Black, I encourage you to join the BNWO, where these submissives are looking for Black instead of out there kind of getting lost in, you know, in the general population. We've curated a community of submissives that are looking for purely Black, that want to submit and in this idea, this Black hierarchy. So, you know, it's it's Black excellence. What you thought Black excellence was in an extreme, like in your imagination to the extreme level, that's what we're bringing to reality.
Yeah, because see, I had this conversation many times with, shouts out to Giselle Lane, House of Gold, as well as many other ladies. Why is it people give a side, especially in our community, when it comes to BDSM?
Why do they what?
Give a side eye to it. As in, for example, like, you don't see a lot of Black on Black BDSM.
Right.
You know, period. Even when it's a cuck, 9 out of 10 is white. You don't see any images of BDSM. It's mostly white. Right. Yeah, we keep it real on my fucking show.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think too that it's still fairly new and to our community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, so it's like a lot of shame, and what we were taught as growing up was like, oh, that's white people shit.
Right. Yeah, because it's interesting. For example, like when most subs with most black women, you would automatically, even whether they tall or short, they automatically assume they're dominant.
Right.
You know, you have black women like one of the ladies that I talk to all the time, Marie Daly. She's a submissive all day. She likes to be roughed up. She likes to, submissive shit. You feel what I'm saying? You know, period. But it's kind of like, why do we keep shame in our culture so hard?
Because as a black man, you're taught that you should never be submissive to anything. And as a black woman, we're taught to protect ourselves, that we don't take no shit. Can't nobody tell us what to do. So, it's hard for them to admit that they might get enjoyment out of what society tells them that they shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much. I actually stopped to a guy because he couldn't understand what I needed kink wise. And even when he did understand, he said, that's too much. Why can't sex be regular? Like, that's just too much. Like, you doing too much. Like, you asking me to what? Like, that, why can't we just do the regular? And I'm like, well, because the regular doesn't satisfy me. So now we have to be honest with each other. Listen, like, sexually, you're not going to satisfy me. You're not open to it. But also, me doing all this don't really satisfy you. You don't want to do all that. You ain't trying to be like, you want to get tied up again, baby, tonight? Like, yes, bring the tools out. So it's like, they don't want to, but
Hey, you she's speaking to my dom side, right? I'm just falling more in love with GoGo right now. Keep talking, baby. Keep talking.
So it's like, I really find an appreciation for a man that can be submissive and submissive all the time or to everybody. There is a such thing as an alpha sub, someone who is actually very dominant but might submit to one person. So, that's what I would be considered, because I don't think, I think that it shocks people when I tell them that I'm a submissive. They're like, really? Because of how I am, but I'm an alpha sub, very different breed. The only one person. It has to be the person I'm with, That's it. That's the only person that I would get enjoyment out of submitting to.
No, because I'm not surprised that most people consider you a dominant because just the energy that you bring. You feel me?
I know that.
And hands down, plus you a boss lady. So I could just looking at your picture right now, it's just like, yeah, bow down, motherfucker.
Look, Tech, I'm here for a second. I said, looking at your picture, you can see me? I'm looking crazy right now. You can see me.
I'm right now on your Twitter page. Boo-boo, you look good as hell. Just up in the morning. Stop playing.
Bobby, I've been smoking too. I started looking around like this.
Right. He must be everywhere. Goddamn.
Oh my goodness. I has been on this whole time.
But see, I think the importance is that we don't have enough images of black on black porn. Black on black, BDSM.
We do now.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to the last, I'll say 2 years, there's been a very hard push.
Right.
Even with cosplay, you're getting a lot of more black or minorities into that field where they used to not be in that.
Right.
Yeah. Because see, the thing of it is that I say this in the thing. You want to be sex symbol. If you master the ability of being a sex symbol, you're going to make money in this business because this business is made off of beauty and sex, hands down. So to me, any woman, you have to be every man's fantasy and every type woman to him. And that's where it comes into the variety of the different scenes, the outfits, the cosplay, and stuff like that. Because, like, when I look at your stuff, GoGo, I can see you put a lot of imagination into your shit. You put a lot of thought into your scenes. Where do you go? Where do you get your inspiration for the different type scenes that you come up with?
Really, and I want to do more of it. I'll be really honest, but my inspiration, the stuff that we've done a couple, but the stuff that Tech and I really want to shoot, we ain't even done it yet, Bobby. Like we haven't done it yet, but what I really am inspired, to do is based on black stories. So you know how Brazzers does that gimmicky, like, oh my God, I didn't in the closet, or oh, I didn't know you were in here. That's like white culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
But our culture is Friday After Next.
Yeah.
Our culture is you don't be a menace. So it's humor and culture that we would get as Black people. Like white people could watch it. It'll still be hot. It'll still be sexy. They'll still want to bust to it. But some of the things said, they might not even get it because it's purely from us and our culture. That's what I want to do. I want to put out gimmicky, fun stuff like Brazzers does, but the Black version. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, she'll tell you. I hit her up the other day. I'm like, we had this idea that we've been tossing back and forth. And I was like, hey, I want to do this. And she was like, really? I'm like, yes, let's do this. And it's going to be fire when we do it.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. But I keep saying I want to redo Friday. I say that because Black people redo in porn and content the same shit. And number one thing that I've done over and over and over again when they attempt to do real Black porn cinema is Belly.
Yeah, actually. But you can understand why, because Belly was sexy as fuck, yo.
Belly
that
was
sexy ass movie. Especially the fuck scene with DMX and your girl.
Yeah, but it was gangster.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Why can't it be regular, like Black things that we relate to? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you your baby mama and her best friend. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
But it's always like in the white version, it's the roommate. You get what I'm saying? And her boyfriend. And Black people, we ain't got no college roommate. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if we did get a loan for FAFSA, we drove to the community.
Yeah.
100%. We still lived at home, my nigga. Like, we didn't do all that. Like, my dorm mate and his girlfriend, or like what the fuck ever. You get what I'm saying? Like helping Auntie GoGo move, and then we do it in the new, apartment. Don't tell your mother. It's like usually mom, like it's some ghetto shit. I want to do some real stories that we relate to. Everybody dipped off at the family barbecue. Everybody, every girl done hit the weed man.
Right.
True.
But then we do it in a cinematic way, not just sitting on your bed and the weed man came by, so I give him some head. Like, no.
Cause even with me, it was like I catch myself coming through the door. Period. It's a whole setup. It's the storytelling. That's where porn has gotten away from. Because to me, I grew up with the Janet Jacksons, the Junior St. Jacques, you know what I'm saying? Shawn Michaels. They gave us stories.
Yeah.
Along with that fucking.
And they were authentic. I'm not saying they were great actors, but they weren't really acting. You get what I'm saying? It was like Wesley, he got into character, but was he really acting? I think that nigga really talked like that.
He probably do. He's good as shit.
he runs trains in his regular life and talks like that. You know what
I believe with Wesley, he came how he was, and then they just built a story around them.
Yeah, because you don't fake the shit he be saying. He don't even he like what's about watching? He would hit the girl was like, God, you digging me out. He said, yes, ma'am. The fuck you damn goddamn rhyme digging your ass out there what I'm supposed to do, goddamn it. And I was like, I like that too. Because
who they were. They didn't have to pretend to be the uncle or the cousin or the roommate or whatever. Like it was just like, Wesley, come here and be you and do you. Like, and that's what I want. I want a storyline built around the Black person's character. But what I just told Tech was really right now, and this is the only thing that really disappoints me, right? That Black male talent, I haven't met not one well-built character. Like Brian Pumper, like a Mr. Marcus, like a Nat Turner, like a
But you know why that is? Because,
but not one. We don't have another Rico Strong. We don't have another.
The reason why, because them dudes was groomed. There's no grooming. You feel what I'm coming from? Even my black ass was groomed because I talked to my elder heads, Kev Cash, James Streets. Motherfuckers know who I'm talking about when I'm saying that. Right. Fashion, God bless the dead. You know what I'm saying? They kind of told me how I had to work. Plus, I also watched the Wesleys and the Shawn Mikes and all that. Right. Because the point is, they understood I got to have swag. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't got swag on this camera, babe. They ain't got swag.
They don't have a character. They built this character, and it was almost like you saw the story. Like, remember at Def Comedy Jam, they were talking about Nat Turner. You know, the nigga with the gun tattoo on his side looked like he came to rob the place and said, "Who left this nigga over here?" Remember that joke? Like, like, you know, they already had an image of him, right? When you think of Nat Turner, you think of this character that he built. You think of Wesley and the character that he built. You think of Brian Pumper and the character that he built, right? So when I think of these male talents today, and this is the sad part, I can't be like, this is who he is. Like, oh, roughneck character. I really ran into either they are good with their character, which is very few, but they're mediocre talent, right? Or they could perform, but
they're horrible.
But they're generic. There's nothing. Look, one could be light skinned, one could be dark skinned, one could have dreads, one could be clean cut, but they all are they might as well be the same dude. There's no character. I couldn't tell you. They're forgettable.
See,
and I told GoGo too. I hate when they're loud naturally, and as soon as you say action, they be like, "Hey, GoGo, you want to come?"
Cause see, I'm gonna tell you, the people that y'all name. Let me tell you the difference between them and the guys now. They were porn stars. Right. Hear me out on this. When you change the term of something, you change how motherfuckers move in the business, you change how they come into business and their thought process in the business. When we got away from saying porn star, going to talent, going to content creator, we changed the business. We created our own hell. Because at the end of the day, you'll never hear rappers say, oh, I'm just, they going to say I'm a lyricist, I'm a rapper. You get where I'm coming from? It's that term, period. Now, if they come back and say they're a content creator,
they fucked up. They don't do shit no more.
Bingo. When we got to that term of content creator, because everybody just don't want to be a porn star, because I don't want to explain to my mama why I'm sitting here with 6 dicks surrounded by me. Right. So I'm a content creator. Yeah. What it ended up doing is it made it easier for these motherfucking dudes that ain't got no business in that business. That dudes like me, dudes like that used to gatekeep. Because even with me, with male talent, if you couldn't perform like I do, I don't want you. Meaning that, dude, if I need you to play a pizza man, motherfucker, play it. If I need you to do this, I need you to do it. Period. Like me, if you see and tell me I want you to be my office assistant, I'm coming in there with a suit.
Ted,
you tell me,
look, Bobby, it's worse. It's worse, Bobby. They can't fuck standing up.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
Listen, when I'm on set, I get it if it's like you know, if it's hot or if there's too many people or if they're not good at acting like the pizza man. But the fact that you can only have sex laying down
in the bed.
Like, and not like you have to be laying down on the bed and I want you to bend me over a table and hit it, and you're like, I can't do it standing up. That
got imagination, baby.
Mind. So you just can't have sex?
No, they don't have no imagination. Cause sorry, when I go into a room, maybe because I'm a producer, when I go into a room, I'm already picturing it. If it's I smile when I see it's an ottoman. Actually, I try to hit every spot of the fucking room except the bed.
The bed. That's me.
You know, period. I mean, I'm gonna have you on the table. I remember it was one hotel that had this little windowsill where you can actually go to sleep on. Oh, I had Shorty folded up on that motherfucker in front of the window. I didn't give a fuck if anybody saw. Because you want your scene to be exciting and tell a story. Even if it's a straight fuck scene. You hear what I'm saying?
Bored, but I know they're going to be bored watching it.
Yeah. But see, what ended up happening is we got that micro age where it's about quantity, not quality.
Right.
So, and then once again, when the term content creator hit, now you don't move like a porn star. Now I ain't got to do everything that these porn stars do. I ain't got to pretty it up. I ain't got to be professional. I ain't got to have great fuckmanship on camera. Shit, I'll tell a motherfucker quick. Our job is to stay hard. It's okay to get a blue chew, motherfucker. It's okay to go get them little pills over there. Right. It doesn't mean that you got erectile dysfunction, nigga.
What happened in Philly? Slam. I put like 12 of them on the table.
Yeah.
I don't care who.
I would have took one.
Come over here and take them.
Because at the end of the day, see, they don't understand this. When it comes to pay gigs, she don't get paid unless you nut, motherfucker. So imagine sitting there, you can't come, and she looking at you like, motherfucker, you about to cost me $1,000?
Oh, no, not no more. Not no more. Yeah. They pay you. They pay whether
I'm glad.
Pay. Yeah.
Especially when we go ahead and book locations and people and all that. Yeah. We don't have time.
I do paid work when I do mainstream. Oh no, I do regardless. But yes, but you know what, Tech? I think that's something that's gonna stop real quick.
I already know.
Yeah. Way too much.
Yeah. Because see, that's the reason why I told people in Hollywood, the male talent pool shrinks because there's so many dudes that are dependable. Like, I'm about to say it. There's a such thing called the white list, motherfuckers. If you come too quick, you own it. You ain't getting booked. Yeah. You ain't getting booked. That's facts. Forget the blacklist. No, the white list. I heard about that. I said, you bullshitting me. And I know some names on the motherfucker. I just ain't gonna say them.
Yeah.
Because that's the worst thing. They ready for you to be hard as shit and fucking can't come, then you came too fast and you can't get it back up.
Right. Your scene's done.
Or you can't get it back up because let's be honest, not everybody's second nut that strong. I said it.
Yeah. And you know what baffles me too? There's a lot of guys in this industry and they're small.
Yeah.
Like in mainstream, as a black guy, you have to be heavy. You have to be heavy in mainstream. As a black man, you have to be heavy. I don't know what's up with these content creators and who told you that the world needed to see your thing, but don't nobody need to see that, baby. Don't nobody need to see it. And they got their angles down pat, Bobby, because they
fool you.
They fool you. I got on set one time. I looked at Tech. I almost got up. I said, this is
the crazy thing is we were thinking the same shit at the same time.
Look, it like this. I'm gonna be honest. The shortest dick that I ever seen that was used in porn was Shorty Mac, and he was built like a fucking Foster can.
Oh yeah, he was thick.
He was built like a fucking Foster can. And he was a strong 7.
You had to look like something. Your body, your face. Your style, your penis, your everything. You had to look like something. And these guys, they still use a lot of these guys today. And I'm like, why do they keep sticking to these old guys? Because they're reliable. They were built to bust, 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 bust. They were built to perform, and not everyone is built for that. Like,
No.
if you're not that, then how are you in this industry? Who told you? Who sent you here?
Yeah, because the pressure.
I want to talk to them and why they be lying to you.
The pressure for a dude, and depending upon the level, is great. Because the level that she's on, you're talking about hot lights, no air conditioning. You got the director, you got the cameraman. Some cases, the boom mic guy.
The boom mic guy.
Oh, but not forget the wardrobe lady over there watching.
Yep, the makeup artist.
Makeup artist.
And all this, right? And you have to keep it hard. Oh, with direction. Yeah. So this ain't like a content shoot where y'all can just go with the flow. No, with direction, because they want certain angles. They want them to be in a certain position. Motherfucker, if you ain't saw it, you didn't do the shoot right. That's facts. That's facts. Because it is a workout. In all its purposes. Because you know how many times I had to be in a comfortable position so I can get that curve, that put the hand. I'm about to give you our description. You take the off-camera hand. You want the side angle the way they can see the dick going in the pussy.
Yeah.
You take that off-camera hand, you palm the ass, you part the ass enough, and you curve your body. Helps when you have a curved dick. And then you just hit the pussy and you turn your body. You know how uncomfortable that is?
Yeah,
trust me, I know.
Like, don't nobody want that in real life. Don't nobody want to have that in real life. That don't work.
No, don't be they want is doggy style missionary. They're good. Can you imagine reverse cowgirl? Oh, no, she got to hold her up. You got to hold her up.
Right.
Especially when she leans back. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Oh, and it kills me when dudes don't do this during a ride sequence. Part the fucking butt cheeks, please, so we can see the dick going in the pussy. So we see how much dick she's taking.
Man, when I tell you, Tech, it just be my butt. It could be. We could simulate from now on.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I didn't see the booty clap. Shit, she be riding dick. That should be going whack it, whack it, whack it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them I have to tell is like, pay attention to where the camera is. They want to put that hand nearest the camera, right in the view. I'm like, I can't see shit from there.
You know, I move it every time, and I need to stop doing it. But I'll whisper it. I'll be like, move your hand. And they keep going, and I'll be like tapping it. They keep going. Man, I throw their hand.
You did that recently.
I did it.
And that's why I say take experience, and iron sharpens iron. And see, to go back to something you were saying that you like the new guys, what you're doing is you're grooming and you're gatekeeping. Because what you're doing is you're building the male talent that you need. Once again, people, my blueprint for success in porn. You have your residence male talents and you deal with the established male talents to build your cachet. Yep. That resident male talent, you're technically grooming to be the male talent for you.
Yep.
See, she's doing the blueprint. Y'all need to listen.
A lot of frogs.
Drop the jewels.
I kiss a lot of frogs, but I'm pretty good at getting a prince, to be for real. And Tech, Tech is amazing at making it look bomb. Like it's a dance, right? Because I'm one part, I got a lot of the vision, and I'll put the scene together, but Tech knows how to capture it where, you know, it's like, you know, I want to look, you know, he knows certain angles that I'm not, don't get this angle, you know, or he knows exactly what needs to be caught and what needs to be seen. And even if the guy isn't completely, you know, he knows what to cut to, and he just makes fire no matter what. Now, we're not magicians. We can't always make
it's great. It's great to have your own personal cameraman, ain't it?
Man.
But that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing is day one, she said it that she doesn't have to tell me much, and I don't have to tell her much, and we just know how it's going to work.
Yeah, because see, the cameraman is also the more important piece. That's why a lot of motherfuckers wondered why I didn't travel out of North Carolina. Why I have a cameraman who actually shot for the major companies, so he knows the angles. He know the angle. He can sit there and fall asleep and still get the angle And I've seen him do it.
He'll
doze off, and he still got the angle that we need. I'm like, didn't you just fall asleep in that part of the video?
Yeah, I've done it.
You know, period, because it's natural. You know, period. I keep saying this. Iron
the funniest
sharpens
part
iron.
is me and her will argue more over the story.
The story.
And
I'm gonna say we'll argue. It doesn't make sense, GoGo. I'm like, when I'm just like, just trust me, just shoot it. He'll be like, alright, but we'll argue over the story more than anything.
Yeah.
Once we say action, we're good.
Yeah. But see, the thing, it's about being on the same page.
Yeah.
And also the fact that both of you are about perfection. Yeah. See, it's saying in the Bible equally yoked. It just don't mean for marriage. Because if you ain't got a person that thinks like you, that wants the same thing as you, that it's not going to work. And it's not going to look as good, you know, period. Right. Because I tell anybody, as you grow, you want to seek out a cameraman that you can use on a regular basis. Right. You know, period. Because once that cameraman gets to know you, it ain't about the male talent no goddamn more. It's about you. Because he gonna figure out how to work that camera around you. Right. It's just if the male talent know what the fuck he's doing, it's just the extra sauce. You know, period. So, and plus the fact that it's you on camera with that big pretty ass and them pretty eyes of yours, it makes it kind of easy. I mean, you ain't got to do. You can sneeze, you look sexy. Let's just keep it real.
That's not true.
Don't get in their water.
Don't get and I can't shoot in water. You're right.
She can't shoot in water.
Well, we know no pool scenes for her, but
I love it though. I love water scenes. It's photo shoots, Tech. It's just photo shoots that I'm not good in the water.
Yeah.
I look like I'm drowning.
Oh God.
I don't know how to be wet.
It could be in the shower. It could be a shower.
It could be.
She looks like she's about to drown.
she just look like I really don't want to be here right now.
He's like, why do you look? He's like, fix your face. Why do you look like? I'm like, because I don't know how to be sexy wet.
Oh my God. That is funny as fuck out of it. You must be doing this shower scene. She's just over there looking like, really?
Bro, like, you know how when like soap and shit gets in your eye?
Yeah.
That's her.
But it's just water. It's just water. I don't know. It feels like it burns. I don't know.
She just oh God.
I'm not good. I'm not mermaid. I'm not Ariel at all.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest look is I had this girl, she wanted to do a milk bath. I told her, I'm like, look, you don't want to put that milk in the refrigerator. I'm good. Can you imagine the face when she poured that cold ass milk on?
It's the cold. Yeah, it's the cold. It's like that's why I can't do beach shoots. That wave hit you, it be cold. It be splashing that salt up in your face. I'll be feeling like I can't pose. Now I could be weird. I could roll around in the water. I could be sexy, you know, but man, I can't do no pretty girls wet. No, I can't.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
You 5. Get the fuck out of here. I thought you was taller than that.
Who says that? I shoot long. I'm a midget.
Oh my God. I'm just sitting here going through your feet, looking at you, eat pussy, suck dick.
Yeah.
And I'm just little.
And now I'm going to tell you what's funny. I said, see, they need to do a porns versus. And yeah, you need to be a part of that, goddamn it.
What the hell would happen in a porns versus?
Ride versus ride. Because I'm sorry, you're one of the best riders in the business, darling. I'm sorry, your ride sequence is off the fucking chain.
Yeah, I got
it. It's like you go fucking ham. It's like the first you be getting hit missionary, right? You be like, all right. Then when she get on top, it's like, what? Whoa. Damn. That ass is just moving just crazily, goddamn. You just hear the dude in the background. Oh. Like, goddamn.
It's the killer.
I'm like, she gonna make it to the doggy style? How this bitch? God dang. Toes curling. I ain't never seen a dude toes curling while getting rolled. I'm like,
I actually, when I'm doing that, when I'm doing reverse cowgirl, that's what I'm looking at. Like, especially if I'm holding his ankles, I'm
yeah.
like, no, I'm hitting it right. When they start pointing them toes like a ballerina, and they can't even, and they're not flat footed no more. Their feet, their legs are just loose and kind of dangling and shit.
See that?
Oh, she's merciless.
I see. That's why I wanted to work with her. Cause I like females that they go hard. You know, period. And they go hard and they go strong and they intense. Because even when I watch her scenes, it's intense. It's sexy, intense, sensual, but yet rough. You get what I'm coming from? It's kind of like
it's the magic combo. Listen, I start off like an R&B song, then I turn into trap music, right? And then I just beat it up. And then it gets real weird at the end. That's my combination.
Yeah, actually, that's it. That's it.
Real weird.
Yeah.
Oh man, but see, I'll never forget when Jada Fire. They asked her in an interview. They said, "What made you so successful? What made you last for 10 years?" She said, "I'm a complete slut on camera. I mean, I'll be the nastiest slut you will ever meet on this planet." And yeah. That's why I said when I look at you, I compare you to them. I compare you to the Pinkies. I compare you to the Cherokee, because your level of how you work that camera is on that level. You know, right. Period. Your sex faces, the way you move your ass, the whole night. She's sitting here moving each cheek while getting hit doggy style. I'm sitting there like, really, you really gonna flex like that in this scene?
Yup.
That is not fucking fair.
Yep.
I would lose my dude. I'm like, shit, wait a second. I'll stop stroking. But I keep doing that. You move the right one, move the right one, move the left one. I can
But it's crazy that you compare her to them, because I told her before her, I knew the ideal of Black excellence and the Black Renaissance in porn. But it wasn't until I got with her that I actually believe it. You know, she's definitely wants to see the Black community succeed.
Yeah, because each the point that I always a firm believer that women that do it all make the most money because they have the most ways of making money. I've seen a dude. If I'm correct, you have done a gangbang. Correct?
No, I've never
done a gangbang. Okay. But is that something that you would do in the future, or are you staying away from it?
I would love to, but I think mainstream wise, it's not happen because they're going to pair me with white boys. I'm gonna end up with like 5 to 10, because they never mix it up. It's never white guys and black guys. They're all white guys or all black guys. So I just don't want my first gangbang to be that. I want my first gangbang to be a group of guys that I kind of pick, you know?
But sometimes you might not have that much of a problem finding that.
I don't know. And then the guys right now that I would pick, I think that would be a scary chemistry. Like, I don't know if I could even handle that. Like there's like 3 or 4 names that come to mind, and I'm like, whoo, not all at once, honey, not all at once.
Yeah, because I've been saying these seem like points now heading to more of an extreme level, with a lot of girls now talking about doing anal more now than ever before. You know, period, to the point where anal used to be a rarity, now it's kind of the norm. Now we seeing more BDSM, and the whole nine, what have you. Now, some of this you was already doing, so you was ahead of the curve anyway.
Right. but I think it's with the content creator, it's like, who could be at the top of the totem pole today? And so they're looking for everything and every reason to be at the top. So they're just doing wilder shit to have that clout factor. Not,
not the numbers.
Not the numbers and not the longevity, but the clout, the instant viral right here, right now.
And see, too, they also don't understand it's prep to these things.
Mm-hmm.
Where even I don't give a damn if it's an anal scene, there's prep to it. A vomit scene, there's prep. They just don't know it's liquid coming out. It's not chunks of food, period. With anal, some females have a certain diet that week. Some walk around with, go speak to your prep for scenes. How do you prep for your scenes?
I don't do no anal, Bobby.
Anal, yeah. She hasn't done anal yet.
I got one more question. When you do that, it better not be with no damn company. It better be on your site.
That's what I was saying.
Because I know that's going to make so much motherfucking... I know motherfuckers waiting for someone to go into that big ass.
Listen, I've actually thought about auctioning it off.
No, actually, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Like, I really thought about auctioning it off. And, yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, because people don't realize that this is more of a mental game than anything else. It's physical also, but it's mental. Like what's some of the things that you do before a shoot to get yourself mentally prepped for a shoot?
I'm really silent. I meditate. I think. I'm like Muhammad Ali before a fight. I don't want to talk too much. I don't even want to meet the guy.
Yeah, she normally does stay away from.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to meet him. Let me have whatever imaginary chemistry I built for you in my head. Don't fuck it up. So just, let me be. Just getting, when I'm getting my hair done and my makeup done, that's just my time to get into character. And once I put that outfit on, they want me to turn into GoGo for these pictures. And now it's, it's ding, 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 that's it. And just keep high energy. Just give them a high energy scene. Whatever it is I'm doing, just do it high energy.
Yeah. Now, after the shoot, what you do to come down?
I do the same thing. So I'm pretty silent. I like to be alone. So I like to go out to eat by myself. Probably call tech or some shit like that. But basically just peace. Cause now I've been around an entire crew all day.
Yeah.
I've been high energy all day. When they say action, I'm just like on 1,000, whatever I'm doing, do it bigger. So when I get in that car and I'm going back to my hotel room or going back home, even when tech is with me, sometimes we'll just be silent. Like we'll just listen to the radio. You hungry? Yeah. Eat, let's go get something to eat. And then we sit there and we'll talk about anything and everything but work directly. We'll laugh about some funny shit, we'll talk about all that, but pretty much we'll just get out of business mode and just relax. Just relax. Just me. That's a lot of me and tech time. Like right after a scene or right after working really hard, I think that's one of the big times where I'm like, it's just me and tech time at that point.
Now, the question I'm going to ask you is because you have GoGo, the porn star.
Mm-hmm.
GoGo, boss lady. Mm-hmm. Then you have personal. How do you balance it?
I have certain hours, just like office hours. So when I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, I'm off. And it's really hard because I like to be 100% one or 100% the other. So I'm not the person, and this might be a bad thing to some people, but when I'm on set and I'm GoGo, I don't stop and call my family. That's depression time. Like some people, even if I'm on set for 8 to 12 hours, I don't take that break and snap back into real me. I got to stay kind of like there, right? So when I'm at home and I'm editing and I'm working and I'm on business mode, I literally like clock in mentally and clock out mentally, because I know when 6 o'clock hits and it's dinner time, I'm usually, if I get a business call or email or this or that, it's really hard for me to snap back into it. Like, let me take this phone call.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll just be like, you know what? That's not where my energy is right now. It's focused on my family or my personal time. So don't do it. Don't answer it. And my people meter is pretty low. So we already have a rule. Tech knows after 6 o'clock, I probably shouldn't be talking business with anybody.
Yeah.
Because I'm quick. Like, I'm quick to, like, you know, like, I'm not even on the clock right now. So now Gogo's not going to be diplomatic. Now I'm like, okay, hurry up and get off my phone. What the fuck are you talking about? You know? So
Patience gone.
So
Oh,
we
it's
know,
bad.
like, after 6 o'clock, it's like I probably shouldn't be doing business that involves me communicating with anybody.
But
Yeah.
she balances her people meter with my people meter.
Yep.
So if I'm low, she picks it up, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could tell, like, Tech, you know, he'll just turn around like, you good? And I'm like, oh yeah, because my people meter, he wasn't even looking at XBiz. You weren't even looking at me. I was behind you. And you were like,
Yeah.
I felt it. Like, I was like, you good? Like,
Yeah.
my people meter was just like, okay, it's a lot of people around me. I'm really crowded. We've been here too long. But yeah, just, I had to learn. I actually had to go to therapy and learn that it was okay for me to keep parts of me to myself. So like 8-9 years ago, if I was walking down the street or if I was going to Walmart and someone wanted a picture with me, even if I wasn't comfortable or felt like I was even nice looking at the time, I felt like I owed them a yes. You know, or can you listen to this song? Or, you know, because I know, you know, rappers or some bullshit they always like throw at me. I always felt like it was my job to always be there for fans, right? And then I had to learn, no, they have enough of me. If I am in Toys R Us back when it was open, shopping with my mom and you know, my family and my nieces and nephews and shit like that, and two guys walk up to me and they want a picture, it's okay for me to say, no.
Yeah.
I am not her right now. I am not working. It is no. It is office hours are closed. And
shut down.
And we're strict about it. You know, we're strict about it. One thing that I don't like if Tech and I are together and I'm like, okay, someone recognizes me and they're probably going to walk up and say, it's just, listen, we're eating dinner. Like, we're at a restaurant. Like,
yeah.
And I could, because I'm not necessarily, because he knows what I do. So it's not like weird, but I'm off the clock. And now it's just me and him eating dinner. Like, leave me alone. You know, leave us alone.
Yeah, because see, with your situation, you're very well known, and it all takes purpose, to be honest with you, practically a celebrity. So it's kind of like it's not far fetched or even crazy that you be spotted and someone know you at the Walmart. You know, period. So it's kind of like when you do run into those situations, how do you necessarily handle it now that you at that level? Like, I don't have to sit here and sign an autograph. I don't have to sit here and take a picture with you.
Well, I avoid Walmart. For the record, I avoid Walmart and fucking supermarkets and anything. Look, Target's really big now. Like, Target, like, no. Like, these malls, like, I pretty much Instacart and Amazon everything in my life. But,
you sound like me.
Yo, it's like anxiety. It's anxiety. So I don't do it. I just don't do it unless I really have to do it. And the last time I was at Walmart, my twin brother and I were there, and it was like something we had to go get. And sure enough, all I did was allow this person to use the checkout line before me. And then they waited. I was like, yeah, you can use it. I'm not ready yet. And they check out, and then I'm right behind them. I check out, and they're waiting like right outside the door. Like, hey, you know, thanks for letting me use the self-checkout line before you. Can I get a picture? I know who you are. Can I get a picture? It's like, fuck, why did I let you? Like, why did I check out my groceries and go? Like,
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, which I usually do. I'm in and out.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize just as celebrities, if you're a celebrity, you just want to be treated as regular people. You know?
I don't even mind if they hit me up on social media later, which is like I was in the airport Admiral's Club lounge, and I knew the guy knew me. Like I knew I was in the little work cubby area, and I knew he spotted me and knew who I was, but he didn't say anything. He sat like a cubicle or two down from me, but I knew, like I just knew the energy, right? And I left. He didn't say a word to me, but he hit me up on Twitter later and said, I saw you at the airport lounge, but you look busy. So I didn't say anything. And I'm like, thank God, you know, like, thank you for that, you know?
Yeah. But see, the beauty of it is, at the same time, it feels good to know that people feeling and enjoying and loving your work.
Yeah. But at the same time, I pay $900 a year for the Admiral's Club lounge, so I don't have to sit by the gate where everyone fucking knows me.
Oh my God.
So
and this
I'm
flex
like,
was brought to you by GoGo Fukme.
Yeah, like can
My new rich friend.
Can I just have privacy up here? Like I pay for this fucking privacy, motherfucker. Like, please. You know, I don't know.
You know what they say? The life of a boss. The life of a boss. Because trust me, even with me doing this podcasting, I have to sometimes slow myself down. Because I'll sit here and, like, without knowing, book myself to like 3 shows in a day. And I'll be like, how the fuck did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. But it's that chase. You know, and it's that hustling spirit. Because if
we really do love the hustle. We really do.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, that's why I miss the game, being active in the game. I don't miss all the headaches, but I miss the chase. You know, chasing that.
I miss stripping, yo. I miss it.
Why did you stop?
Because I became too big.
What do you mean too big?
Like my name got too big.
Oh, I'm about to say, you know, I don't want to hear you got too big. But otherwise, I'm like, shit, well.
No, I'm determined to get that together. Yeah, I don't know. I just got
but see, now because you got too big, you can do you should be featured.
Yeah, but see, and that's the thing. So now the clubs gotta book me to go, and they gotta be able to afford me too, right? That's two things, right? And that's fine because I get them once in a while. You know, the pandemic shut all that shit down, but after that, you know, I started, you know, hosting more again and dancing more again. But I miss being able to just like call up my girlfriends that were strippers and be like, what club we gonna work at tonight? It's Friday. Niggas is out. They just got paid. Such and such just came home and they about to throw him a coming home party at the strip club. You know, like, you know, where we going? Let me grab my heels. Let me grab the outfits. Let me grab the money bag. Who got the molly? Who got the liquor for the ride there? Right? And just do that. You get what I'm saying? Just do that. And it not be like, oh my God, you know, GoGo, what are you doing here in this hole in the wall ghetto ass club? They're fun. They're
fucking the best clubs, actually.
They fun as hell.
I'm sorry. I hate they shut down the one they had around here, Brothers 3. That mother was in Black Tails magazine, goddamn.
Listen, it was fun as hell. But you know, number one, what it would do for my name if I start walking in there like a regular girl and not making these clubs pay me just because I missed it. Number one, it'll fuck up my brand and my prices. Number two, because they find out that GoGo shaking ass for free. Number two, if I don't properly plan an appearance at a black club, I might not make it out that nigga. I gotta call the club, even when I'm just regularly going out, which is not never, but when I do, on that rare occasion, we have to call the club ahead of time, talk to the promoter, because they have to send someone. When I pull up, I can't park around the corner because niggas will follow me. So they gotta have me a parking. Listen, how much is it for the VIP treatment? Most of the time, just for promotion, they'll give me VIP sections of bottles for free. Mm-hmm. You know? So, but I gotta call ahead of time, make sure they have sections available because GoGo can't be in general population. Not because I'm bougie and I don't want to be in general population.
Because you just ain't popping.
I wish I could keep all my money in my pocket and not have to pay for a section, but I can't because if I'm in general population, my ass cheeks is, they're attacked. Yeah. Every nigga that if I walk through the crowd, every nigga, oh my God, and they grabbing you and they touching you. No. I gotta call ahead. I gotta get a section, get the bottles, make sure someone's there to walk me from my car through the crowd to my section safely, stand there to make sure people don't try to jump in my section with me, and then escort me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Life of a celebrity shouldn't be so rough, huh?
It's not even about, listen, I don't even think it's the celebrity, because I hate that, right? Like, I don't think I'm a celebrity. I hate that, but it's what I do that got me recognized. See, if I was Dr. Miami or any other famous person with a regular profession that we all know, it wouldn't be like that. But because what I do is porn, it already makes people act cuckoo.
Don't be real with you.
And it doesn't matter where. The gym.
Just get your look alone, babe. Take away the porn. If you were just an IG influencer, you probably get the same reaction. Because
no, I don't think so.
See, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's women that can walk in the room and draw attention. Period. Striking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying this because you on the show or anything. No, this is facts. Because I'm pretty sure it was happening before you even sucked a dick on camera. When you walked in the door, people take notice.
No, but it's different because, yes, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
A beautiful woman gets attention anyway, but it's different because it's not necessarily the attention because of how I look. This is what it is. They're just retarded. They're just idiots. So I'm not getting attention at the gym because I'm a pretty woman at the gym. I'm getting attention from certain people at the gym because they saw me do a scene for Brazzers where I was at a gym, and they think that if they approach me, that I will suck their dick at the gym.
Yeah.
These men act different with me as opposed to another beautiful influencer because they are selfish and they are they're stupid. So basically, they think that we have a relationship. They've beat off to me so many times that they think that they know me, or they think that I owe them, or they think that that is me in real life. Because I didn't pretend to be a hoe on television. I actually did the act, and they know it. That I have no problem having sex at a gym on a camera for the world to see. So they think that when they see me, either something's going to go down, that they feel a connection to me because they done already busted me a million times. We done already in their mind fucked a million times. they think I'm just that promiscuous in real life, or they feel like I owe them. Like, this is what you do. What do you mean I shouldn't walk up to you at a gym and offer you, oh, I got 2,000. What's up? What do you mean? Sex is what you do. How dare you turn me down and say you don't really do that? Oh, I don't do that. I'm just at the gym to work out. What do you mean? They think that I'm fucking, they think that I'm doing this every day, all day. This is all I do. I wake up in the morning and put a dick in my mouth.
Yeah, and that is part of the reason why I do this podcast. So people can understand, one, outside of our sex life, we might not have much of one because we have to be particular about who the fuck we fuck, because that lovely thing called TTS. That's one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you not only got to worry about yourself, you also got to worry about your partner that you're also fucking, because the TTS only as good as the last person you fuck. Now,
yeah.
And on top of that we do have kids. We are married. We do have jobs. We don't think about sex 24/7. You know, period. That's the misconception that we do run into. Period. Even as a man, I get some of the treatment. You know, period. And it's crazy as a man. And I'm getting it from other men. I know you enjoy fucking them girls every day. I'm like, dude, I might shoot once a fucking month. What you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's the audacity, right? It's the audacity that I do anything else but what they've seen me do. And I don't blame them for that. But it's like, you know, like, really use your brain. Like, honestly, you know, for real, sir.
I'm just here to get some eggs, dude.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. And, you know, it's to the point where, and I think it's kind of, it puts me in a really fucked up position. And that's why I say it the way I talk about the attention, the way I talk about it. It's not flattering to me. Not all the time. Sometimes. Like the nice things you said about me and things like that, that's very flattering, right? Because you know that I'm more than a body, you know, and you could tell. But it's not flattering to me when I'm getting attention from my neighbor, who I know his wife and his 5 kids, but I run into him at the mall and he asked me, hey, do you do other stuff? And it's like, what? Even if I did, why would I do that? Why would you put me in a position now? So the next time I'm having a conversation with your wife, because we're neighbors, I'm thinking, you know, you put me, like, am I an asshole because I don't tell her what you asked me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or am I just being neighborly? But why was that the same as, you know, he just casually, like, that's normal conversation that I should be okay. If you went to work at fucking Amazon, wherever the fuck you work, and you ask that to a coworker or a family, one of your family members or friends of your family members, they'd be very offended.
Yeah.
They'd be very offended. But because what I do, oh, why would that offend me? Because you really just tarnished, you know, this block where I should be comfortable, where my home is. Now I don't feel comfortable because now I have a secret, your secret. And you did that to me. I didn't come up to you and ask you to do that. You did that.
And two, outside of this, you're a normal ass woman who just so happens her profession is to do adult film. It's, and I think that's where dudes, it's because they're so stuck on you sucking dick, this, that, and the third.
Yep.
They're not realizing that you're a whole fucking human being who has feelings and emotions, who actually like to just go out and not be bothered sometimes.
And not only that, whatever they're offering me, they, you know how hard it is with me, like you said, boss lady.
Yeah.
Even having other people in the industry understand that I'm an actual boss, I'm not just talent. Them switching their brain over from GoGo, just being talent, to being the boss that I am. Oh my God, it's crazy. Like, even my agent asked me to do a blow bang. And I was like, no. And then he gave me the prices thinking that was going to be a factor. And I said, no. And he goes, but that's a really good price. Like, they don't give that to anybody. Like, I should be flattered. but I make 6 figures without that scene. To me, that's not a good price for me. You know? And I have to keep reminding him, I'm not like your other talents that are strictly talent. That's a good price to them. Not to a woman. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like me. That's not a good price to me. So it's really, people come into our shoots all the time and they talk to Tech about the logistics of a shoot. Hey, Tech, when's the next time you're doing something? This
How
is
did you know I was thinking about that?
Yeah. Yeah. And Tech goes, why are you asking me? Ask her. She's the boss. They can't wrap their mind around it.
Which, and I said this a long time ago, and I want you to speak to this because you definitely can speak to this. And I had this conversation with Sarah J. The respect as a business woman is hard to get in this business. And once you lose that respect, it's hard to get it back. How important is it for people that you deal with understand that, yes, I'm a woman, but I'm a fucking boss and respect that shit?
I've left relations. I have fired people I was dealing with to keep that respect. You know? This is untouchable. This is something that I built with my late wife, GoGo World, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the only partner that I've ever asked to be a part of this, to actually own a part of my business that I built with my wife is Tech. Is Tech. So everyone else, and I hate saying, and I always say, you don't work for me, but when you're on my set, you work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm Brazzers or MindGeek or whatever. So no, you know, I'll flip tables over to get it. I probably won't even be that bad, but I'll make a point. I'll act crazy to make a point.
A wise woman told me you got to know when to be a bitch in this business.
Oh yeah.
Well, she has a way to do it.
Oh yes,
because
always.
I've been to the point where I was like, fuck them, fuck everybody, we ain't doing none of this shit. And she's like,
this
well,
nigga turned the camera off and went to bed.
You're right.
That's serious, gotta say.
Oh yeah, because I mean, people try to check her, and people try to check me on 2 different levels, and we sometimes have to let people know that we're a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might do shit separately, but we still a unit.
Yeah.
That's so true. So, yo, this is a damn banging ass episode, yo. This is a banging ass episode. And right now, I just want to say thank you. Because, GoGo, you was on my bucket list. You was one of the main ones that I wanted to interview. You know, period. So I can check you off. And I want to bring you back. He already knows how I do this. So,
Absolutely.
if that in the case, like I asked everybody, can I call you my smoke buddy?
Yeah. Yup. You got me in here smoking, loose lipped, dabbing. Listen, I done rubbed my forehead. I've been rubbing my forehead this whole time. It just feel good. I'm just trying to come down a little bit. I'm just like, oh my
I need to be smoking what you was smoking. God dang. Shana came down off my damn high. I'm ready to get back high again.
I'm a baby smoker. I'm a baby smoker. So Reggie, you don't want what I got. It won't face you at all.
Oh my God.
That's why with her, people be trying to have her smoke in the middle of the day. I'm like, nah. At the end of the work day.
At the end of the work day. You be no good.
So I don't be smoking. They be at me tripping. They'll have me put a whole house out. I'm like, it's done. And look, and this is how bad it is, right? When we were in Miami and I did smoke, what did I do?
What? Went to sleep?
I went to bed.
Yeah.
I left my own shit. All them people there. Tech is there.
Where Coco go?
There were like 4 or 5 other people. More people came in, and it was like, "Where's GoGo?" Like they in my house. They like, "Where's GoGo?" And they're like, "She's in bed. Oh, can I go say hi?" Tech was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
Nope.
Now let her sleep.
She is famous for that. Let something not be happening.
Yeah.
She carrying her ass to bed.
And look, don't feel bad. I'm the same damn way. I'm like, man, I'm going to sleep. Look, I done went to sleep during a swing event. What that tell you?
Oh, shit.
I was that goddamn bored. I said, you know something, man, I'm going to sleep like this.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm fucking leaving.
No, the sad part was I was there to do a photo shoot. And it was just so boring. It was just boring as fuck. I ended up just going to the other room, going to sleep and stuff because I was waiting for the person that ran the party to get ready to leave. And well, let's just say she was in there for the whole night. I was over there in the room completely by myself, sleep and was content. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Now imagine the person that throws the party in another room sleep content by themselves. That's me.
Yeah.
I'll leave my own shit real quick. Y'all can keep going. I will leave my own shit in 2 seconds. It's time to go to bed. And someone pass me something, I'll take 2 puffs, and I'll give you, after 2 puffs, you got about 30 minutes.
Well, thank you for telling me that, because I would not let you smoke till after we do the, whenever I get you in person for an in-person show. I would not have you smoke till after.
I'm telling you.
I ain't smoking at
I'm
all.
gonna smoke. She gonna be looking at me like, you gonna pass that? No, we gonna wait till after the interview.
Yo, it's so noticeable. It's so retarded. I was at a strip club with my wife, and she went upstairs to go get something, and I was at the bar, and I was smoking with one of our customers, and I feel comfortable smoking with, as long as she's with me and him or whatever. She said she was coming down the stairs, and she saw me across the bar, and she said, I knew the exact moment the high hit you, or that you realized you was high, because you were sitting there staring at one of the girls, and then all of a sudden you had like an epiphany, and you stood up and you started looking around, and then I opened up my phone, and she's watching this happen, and I texted her, SOS, where are you? She looked at her phone. She knew. She said, she's texting me right now. She saw the SOS. She came and got me. She was like, I seen you. I seen the high hit you. I was like, yeah, walk me upstairs, and it's time to go. Like, it's time to go.
You should have seen me at Miami. Every time someone's trying to hand her something, I'm like, no. Nope, wait till later on tonight.
Yep. And the only time I was at the nude beach.
Yeah.
And that's when I almost went to sleep on the beach.
Yeah.
You like, ready to move? I'm like, no. I'm going to take a nap.
I can't wait to hang out with you, because I see it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We definitely got to hang out. I am going at one of these damn conventions. We going to hang out for sure. So with that being said, Miss Lady, tell everybody where they can spend money on you.
Oh, go to gogoworldporn.com. Of course, I got an OnlyFans. GoGo Fukme XXX. That's with 3 X's. And the blacknewworldorder.com is up and running for all my fetish people that want to join. And yeah, my Twitter is at GoGo FUKME 3 and the X.
No doubt. HekTek, you.
What's up?
Where they can spend money on you, my brother?
Oh, go to www. I think that's 3 W's. .com.
You been smoking.
HekTek Desires. That's HekTek Desires.com. And of course, everything's the same thing. Everything's the same.
No doubt. So people, you know how it is. Oh yes, and we will be bringing GoGo back as well as HekTek, and we're gonna bring GoGo back to the premium smoke room. People, that is my subscription base. It's part of the podcast. We're talking about 5 premium podcasts for $4.99 a month. We're talking about weekly episodes, and we get more nastier. We get more raunchier. We get more wilder in the premium smoke room. And the next time, she will be coming to the Premium Smoke Room so we can really get it going. So with that being said, people, you know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you didn't learn anything? Smoke this over. Thank y'all for coming to the lounge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Princess Havoc, your favorite BBW adult star and host of Causing Havoc, along with the fabulous Bobby Lucas, where we talk about anything and everything. Come follow the dopamine with us Sundays at noon, now with video. Part of the Premium Smoke Room family and streaming exclusively on Anchor and Spotify. Run, don't walk to subscribe now. For only $4.99 a month, you get my show and 4 other great shows as well. See you there. Mwah.